Everybody must work. Work. Everybody must work. Work harder. Everybody must work.
I won't be home tomorrow. I won't be at the beach either. I'll be out with my fellow countrymen, doing my bit to keep Jamaica clean. Labor Day is not for relaxing. It's a day to labor if you truly love this country. In today's show, head of the Labor Day Secretariat, Minister Olivia Grange, is our guest on issues, soliciting your support for parish projects. Also between the pages, how one community is changing the game by being a unified force. Plus, we have a little entertainment from the Festival of the Arts Music Finals. So please, stay with us. This is the show with the information to improve your life.
Everybody must work. Work hard. Everybody must work.
For health's sake, keep it clean. For health's sake, clean up every gully, every school, every house, every lane. For health's sake, keep it clean. Oh, we no want a bag of garbage a throw in the drain. For health's sake, keep it clean. Everybody in Jamaica, you me a talk to. Yeah, cause we no want a Zika, dengue mosquito fi bite you. For health's sake, keep it clean. For health's sake, keep it clean. For health's sake, clean up every gully, every school, every house, every lane. For health's sake, keep it clean. Oh, we no want a bag of garbage a throw in the drain. For health's sake, keep it clean. Everybody in Jamaica, you me a talk to. Yeah, cause we no want a Zika, dengue mosquito fi bite you. For health's sake, keep it clean. This Labor Day clean up every gully, every trench, every house, every workplace, every club, everywhere in Jamaica. For health's sake, keep it clean. See that?
For the past year or more, there have been cries of mosquito-borne diseases, CHIKV and ZIKV, affecting families and the country's health bill. Monday is D-Day to clean up our surroundings. Hear now from Minister Olivia Grange as she speaks to the importance of getting involved tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us for Issues and Answers. I'm Ian Boyne. Today our focus is on Labor Day, and we have with us the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange. We thank you for your company. Minister, good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Good. Tomorrow is Labor Day, and the theme for this year is for health's sake, keep it clean. There's an emphasis on both health and the environment. Let's talk more specifically about the thrust of the National Labor Day project. I think 3 communities in Portmore will share this project.
Yes. Well, the communities that have been selected, and first I must say we have a National Planning Committee. And coming out of the discussions through the National Planning Committee, they identified an area, they identified in fact Portmore as an area where there are major issues regarding ZIKV and other mosquito-borne diseases. And so the Planning Committee recommended that we focus on the Portmore area and specifically Gregory Park, Washington Gardens, Christian Penn, environs. And of course, this was taken to Cabinet, and Cabinet approved where the national project would be located, and the national project, of course, is driven by the Prime Minister. And so that's where he will be on Labor Day. Although he will visit other projects, that's going to be his main focus. And the concept about creating this clean environment and creating an environment where it will not breed mosquitoes. The idea is to clean the gullies, the drains, and particularly personal space. Because in the homes, you know, most of the mosquitoes are bred in the homes. You have a vase and the water is there, beautiful flowers, and it's sitting there, it breeds mosquitoes. You have a lovely plant and you have a basin underneath the planter, and it gathers the water. The mosquitoes are bred there. And you do not have a clean environment in your home or your backyard, you're breeding mosquitoes. And so a lot of emphasis is being placed on addressing your personal space. And I want to use the opportunity on this program to appeal to every individual. Look around and clean up your space. What we are encouraging is that you clean your backyard, you clean out the house, you move your garbage out front, you pile it up, and it will be moved. It will be removed through the NSWMA or the parish council.
And arrangements have been made to remove those things speedily.
To remove those things. But it is important that we create a clean environment for health's sake, for your own personal sake, for safety. And because we have all these mosquito-borne diseases, then we have to personally take responsibility and work towards. So this program has been ongoing, but we are highlighting it during the Labor Day Workers' Week period, where we're asking everybody to come on board, volunteer your time, come on board and make sure that the project for Labor Day is successful.
What happens in the parishes outside of Kingston? What they are clearly are involved too. They have their own projects.
Well, I should explain to you that there is a specific parish project that's identified by the parish council, by the mayor. And so they will lead the charge in the parishes, each mayor, the parishes and the municipalities. And then at the constituency level, the member of parliament and the councillors will work together to select projects and to ensure that the environment in the constituencies are also cleaned up. I must say that for the first time, Labor Day is being funded or supported with more funds than it has ever been.
Is that
because
so?
It's about volunteerism. But because all the work that has to be done is so major, there has to be some kind of a subsidy to assist in addressing some of the heavy duty equipment that will have to be used and some of the real manual work that has to be done. And so members of parliament, through the Constituency Development Fund, they have now got an increase from 300,000 to 500,000 allocation that will assist them in the constituency. But in addition to that, they will receive an allocation through TEF, Ministry of Tourism, and that is being put through the Jeep Secretariat. And NWA, through Minister Warmington's office, will also be providing an allocation to each member of parliament. So there's a little extra money that they'll be able to use in order to ensure that we really get a good job done. The mayors also have gotten an increase. They usually get like $150,000 to support what they're doing. They're now getting $200,000. So we are actually putting our money where our mouth is.
For Labor Day.
Right. And the Labor Day jingle is done by one of our popular artists, G-Wiz, and it's quite a nice little vibe.
Yes.
I hope you'll be able to play it on this program. And Tony Rebel has endorsed the work being done on Labor Day. So there's also a public service announcement being done by Tony Rebel. So a lot of persons have got on board because it's important that we celebrate Labor Day. And as was said in the past, let's put work into Labor Day. But it's now not only about putting work into Labor Day, but put yourself as an individual and your own health.
That's right.
And the health of your neighbors.
Absolutely right.
The health of the community and the health of the nation. And so I really want to appeal to everyone, take this on personally. Come out, support the projects, do your own projects, and register the projects, because we want to be able to monitor what the support has been, what the participation has been, and also to monitor after Labor Day and Workers' Week to see how we can track and ensure that we continue this effort.
We take a short break, Minister, but when we come back, we want to talk about the importance of volunteerism and how Labor Day is a springboard to this. We're speaking to the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Babsey-Grange. We'll be right back.
Who is gonna help me save the environment? There are 2.7 million people living on this beautiful island, but each day we generate over 2,700 tons of garbage. Don't let Jamaica go to waste. We need to dispose of our garbage properly. If we are to avoid serious environmental and health issues, then this Labor Day, join hands and heart in cleaning up our communities. For our future's sake, for the children's sake, for your sake, for health's sake, keep it clean. Who is gonna help me save the environment?
For health's sake, keep it clean. For health's sake, clean up every gully, every school, every house, every lane.
Labor Day 2016. For health's sake, keep it clean. Join the cleanup efforts in your community on Labor Day and help to keep the mosquitoes away. Over 1 million people die each year from mosquito-borne diseases worldwide. So destroy all mosquitoes in the gullies, drains, and around your homes. Let's clean up our public spaces and beautify our environment. Register your projects now. Call 978-7654 or email laborday@mcges.gov.jm.
Keep it clean.
Welcome back. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honorable Olivia Babsey-Grange is our guest. We've been looking at Labor Day, but there are other areas under the ministry's portfolio and activities that we'll also touch on. Minister, the importance of volunteerism. The Prime Minister, in his remarks at the launch of Labor Day, talked about the importance of volunteerism, of having Jamaicans involved in some type of work. How important is this, and how does it tie in with Labor Day?
That's extremely important, Ian. But just before I speak to that, I just want to say that I may have said earlier in the program that the national project, I said Washington Gardens, it's Washington Muse.
Washington Muse, yes.
In
yes,
Portmore.
That's right.
But volunteerism, I think that Jamaica and Jamaicans have demonstrated how important it is to volunteer themselves. Mm-hmm. I think there's a great sense of patriotism in Jamaicans, and as a result, I think a lot of our institutions started with persons wanting to volunteer. The festival movement, for example, has been built on volunteerism. And there are so many organizations, NGOs, that have reflected that spirit of volunteerism. And it's extremely important because we can never fund, we never can find enough funds to pay for all the things that have to be done. And so this country owes a lot to these voluntary organizations. And Labor Day has grown over the years since the 70s. On volunteerism. When we celebrate Labor Day, we are celebrating Workers' Week. And so we usually start with a church service, which launches Labor Day. The Prime Minister usually launches Labor Day in announcing what the program is, and then the week is kicked off by a church service, and it culminates on Labor Day. And during that period, there's a lot of voluntary work being done, both in terms of the workers of the country recognizing the labor movement, and programs, educational programs being done, and activities that speak to volunteerism, how important the labor force is, looking at our history, and educating the public as to the importance of our labor force, the importance of work, the importance of safety, and the importance of volunteerism. And so I want to use this opportunity to just thank all those persons who are volunteers over the years in all aspects of Jamaican life.
Absolutely. Minister, the cultural industries represents a particular focus of your ministry. Tell us about that thrust.
Well, our ministry, there's a convergence of subjects. We have culture, gender, entertainment, and sports. I refer to sports as physical culture, and sports is also entertainment. And so we are, I would say, the heartbeat of the government in terms of a ministry. And we have to contribute to the economic growth of which the Prime Minister speaks. And so the creative economy is going to be extremely important in this regard. So we're looking at reintroducing a program that was piloted in West Kingston some years ago, and that's community cultural development and community sports development. And we're going to take this across Jamaica into communities where you can, in complementing the work of the JCDC, we're going to take that talent from the grassroots to the global stage. And, you know, there is a lot that can be generated in foreign exchange from our culture. We've already given the world a musical icon in Bob Marley. We have given the world a new religion in Rastafari. We have given the world a new music in reggae. We have given the world more genres of Jamaican music than any other country if we were to look at how our music has evolved over the years. And so we know that the creative economy can contribute a lot to the growth of Jamaica. And so our focus will be ensuring that the creative industries play its part in ensuring that there is growth and there is economic stability.
Yes. Any other key areas of your ministry's focus, Minister, for this legislative year that you might want to mention?
Well, we're looking at all the legislations within the ministry that need to be amended. So we're looking at, for example, the Legal Deposit Act, which falls under the National Library of Jamaica. We're looking at the National Library Act. We're looking at the most important piece of legislation, the anti-doping legislation, which there are some amendments that are needed. I'm hoping that we can fast track that before the Olympics in August. We're looking at the Jamaican National Heritage Trust. And of course, the introduction and the discussions around the sexual harassment legislation. So we, in fact, next week, there will be a seminar hosted by the Ministry of Justice for the Legislation Committee of Cabinet, where all ministries are going to be attending the seminar to have a better understanding of the procedures and the process in which we address our legislation and to ensure that we have a very full legislative agenda for this year. And our ministry is very much going to be a part of that. And we're hoping that all the amendments to legislation that we would want to have done that impacts on the various entities and the subjects that we address, that those will be dealt with during this period.
Important. And finally, you would appeal to Jamaicans to get involved in Labor Day activities.
I'm making a special appeal
Yes.
to Jamaicans, and I'm making a special appeal to look at your own personal environment. It's extremely important because my understanding is that based on a survey that most of the diseases are transmitted from the homes as opposed to the gullies and the drains,
important.
because the personal environment, your personal space has not been as carefully monitored as it should be. And I think it's because people do not recognize. You have a vase with beautiful flowers and you think, oh, this is beautiful,
Yes.
it's wonderful. But in fact, it's breeding mosquitoes.
Absolutely.
So you have to change the water on a regular basis. And so I'm making that special appeal that Labor Day is not just about going out there and doing a project,
yes.
although that's important.
Yes.
But it's also about taking care of your own personal environment and your community space to ensure that we can control these vectors, vector-borne diseases. And so I'm making that special appeal. I'm asking everybody to come out on Labor Day and play a part. But after the work, the fun starts.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So we have this concert, Emancipation Park, and it's going to be a gospel concert.
Gospel concert.
Because we also have to give thanks and praise for.
And you're going to have some good acts on that concert.
We have good acts. We have Jermaine Edwards, Kukudu.
Oh, yes.
Sister Pat.
Yes.
Lubert Levy.
That's a good lineup.
A number of other very well-known.
And that starts about what, 7 o'clock or?
Starts at 8.
At 8 o'clock.
It's 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
So come early because we have to end by 10 o'clock because the next day is rare work. Rare work.
Yes,
so, you know.
Thank you
and
very
we have
much,
Kevin Downswell
Minister.
as well.
Oh, yes. That's a great lineup. And I know these things as someone who follows gospel concerts.
Yes.
That's the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange, talking to us about Labor Day activities as well as areas under her own ministry. We thank you for your company. Next week we'll be back. Until then, Ian Bourne wishing you a pleasant day.
Preparing for CSEC exams? Visit ELJAM's virtual learning environment for free study notes, videos, and quizzes in 11 subjects. www.elearnjavle.org.
Labor Day reinforces the importance of volunteerism and community spirit. Let's journey to St. Elizabeth and visit a community that embodies this year-round.
A quaint bed and breakfast perched on the edge. Villas nestled within beautiful flora and fauna. The perfect pathway for road races. We're at the desert coast of Jamaica, the spot that's said to receive the least amount of rainfall in the country, yet verdant with natural beauty. Welcome to Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth. The area of Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth has been earmarked as a pilot project to drive the development of community tourism across the island, and rightly so. For more than a decade, the residents have been capitalizing on the natural resources which surround them and bonded together to create an environment in which tourists can visit, sip, and sleep. This was long before the term community tourism was even popularized.
Persons in Treasure Beach want this area to remain low density. We want development, but we want low density, sustainable development. We do not wish to become a commercial resort, high density area.
But with the island pulling in more than 3.65 million visitors in 2015, Treasure Beach is pushing hard to snatch a significant share of that number from the all-inclusive resorts. They want visitors to know that Treasure Beach is where there is peace. The area covers some 25 square miles, including the communities of Great Bay, Billards Bay, and Fort Charles. This is the breadbasket parish. With about 70,000 farmers in residence, food is abundant and natural. It offers a recipe for farm-to-table, dinner and lunches. Wellness festivals and sport events are also on offer at the place where public and private partners harmoniously erect business and social enterprises.
The products produced out of those workshops we sell in our craft shop. The people who participate, they get a share of it and we get a share of it. We keep 20%, the other 80% is split up to the people who make the products.
This is the perfect getaway for the people who are up and about, busy every day.
Welcome to Treasure Beach. And welcome to one of the several Treasure Tours buses that we have here. We're very happy that this is a JTB approved, Transportation Authority approved bus.
the people that come here, they want the ITA living, you know.
We come here to just be happy in the sunshine and in the sea.
We have been coming here since 1998, first time. And we've come back to ITA Rest 5 times.
In support of Treasure Beach's ventures, the government has provided an injection of $48 million from the Tourism Enhancement Fund to help the community implement its developmental projects. The program forms part of government's efforts to execute the community tourism policy recently tabled in Parliament. It has proven that through community tourism, the earnings gained from the broader sector can be further filtered to the ordinary man.
Whether you're a farmer, whether you're a fisherman, whether you're a bar owner, a restaurant, you name it, a coconut vendor, you are a part of this fabric of what we call Treasure Beach.
We hope to see you soon. Come home to Treasure Beach. You'll want to stay.
Let's celebrate Jamaica to the world. Fastest man in the world. First Jamaican woman to win gold in Olympic 100-meter sprint. An upcoming global superstar. Mouth-watering meals. And a vibrant set of people. We are Jamaicans. Let's get together and bring back the love.
This is the country that gave the world reggae, the same place that created ska, the birthplace of Tesson Chin and Bob Marley. Musical greatness is in our genes. Watch this.
Shattered, you are broken inside. You don't have to stay in the shape that you're in. The potter wants to put you back together again. Look at me now, them treat me less than good. Oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now. I can't tell them I let them used to go wrong with. Oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now, oh, look at me now. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around you, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. Lord, I believe in you. I'll always believe in you. Though I can't see you with my eyes, deep in my heart, your presence I find. Lord, I believe in you, and I keep my trust.
I leave you with this. The power of one, if fearless and focused, is formidable, but the power of many working together is better. Let this be your mantra as you labor tomorrow. In the meantime, find out more about Labor Day Parish projects on our website, jis.gov.jm. They're also on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, so log on and stay in the know. We also welcome your feedback on our special issues and answers with the ministers. So send your questions or comments to JamaicaMagazine@gis.gov.jm. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.